Next one I'm going to jump to from Raw is Bron Breakker. The continuation of this angle that we've been covering is his introduction into the Monday Night Raw roster, and he's facing Ricochet today. Finally, some competition, as he called it to Adam Pearce earlier in the night. Not a jobber, but here's Bron Breakker. He was beating him up pretty good early in the match. Samantha Irvin is the ring announcer. She's Ricochet's wife, so they cut to her reaction. But yeah, Ricochet did get a counter in and then got some offense in. A couple of shots and a flip. But in the end, Bron Breakker wins with a spear. But he did take some damage. So after the 3 count, you'll see he holds his head. It wasn't so easy, but he did get a strong victory. And then after the match, he proceeds to attack him to show the people, right? He wants to show everybody what he's got. So he's just being crazy, psycho, old school wrestler who's just going to beat everybody up just because he wants to. But security was very quick to come out this time. Very quick. So they stopped him from doing that same thing he did to that jobber with the steel steps. This led to Ilya Dragunov coming out and attacking him. So that's going to be the next match they're going to have. So 2 recent NXT guys are going to be in a program
that's
together,
pretty good.
I think, next week. Yes. So that's that. All right, Vlad, what do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down for Bron Breakker's involvement in tonight's Raw?
Thumbs up again. So far those 3 angles have been pretty good. As I said, I've always been curious what they're going to do with Bron, as he goes to the main roster. And so far, so good. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed him being like a crazy Steiner, if you will, kind of chaotic guy, just wants to beat up people if he doesn't get his way.
That was a Scott Steiner thing, yeah.
Yeah, so he's definitely a lot like his uncle right now, Scott, right? So it's going well. I'm curious to see where it all leads to, but they're doing a good job building him up so far. I have no issues with it at this point in time. So thumbs up for now.
Okay. Robert, thumbs up, thumbs down. Bron Breakker on Monday Night Raw from June 3rd.
Thumbs up. It's good to finally see him in a match that lasts more than a minute. But then again, I'm used to seeing that from him already when I watched NXT. He's had some good matches there, but when he jumped to Raw, he was basically like Goldberg, pretty much. It's like 1 or 2 moves, it's over, right?
Yeah, squash matches.
Yeah, squash matches. Finally good to see him on a Raw match where it wasn't a squash match. But yeah, they built him up well, and we'll see what happens from here.
I'll also give this a thumbs up. I think it was just a necessary victory for him. It wasn't so crazy like the week before with the jobber that he demolished. I thought was like a better segment, but I think this works too. So thumbs up for Bron Breakker so far. And Dragunov, I think it'll work. I don't think Dragunov is going to be buried in WWE. Even if he loses to Bron Breakker, I don't think it's so bad for him. I think it's good to make him a type of guy that's like very skilled and good, but is kind of an underdog just because of his size. So if he takes a loss here and there, it's okay because it'll just make people kind of feel sorry for him and root for him, I think.
There's no problem losing to Bron Breakker, but there might be problems if he loses to too many other people. I mean, it just depends how it goes for him. Losing to Bron Breakker, totally respectable. Losing to maybe some other people that they might have him end up losing to, we'll see how that goes. To be decided on that.
Good point.